Welcome to the Trenches Podcast.
But for me, again, before I was just like, I feel like I don't have enough money. I'm like, I don't have enough. And so, what are your thoughts on that? Because I guarantee you, without people saying it, that's a lot of people's number one thing is like, I just don't like. But besides, I don't even know where to start. It's just like, bro, I don't know if I have enough money. But looking at my shit, I don't feel like I do.
Yeah.
So
you never will. You'll never feel like it though. But I think going back to the beginning of like lack of information, I get people all the time that, all these, now they're starting to bring back they're starting to give money back again to first time home buyers.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. I saw,
yeah.
Shout out my boy Biden. Biden out here. What's up?
Sleepy Joe in the house.
Sleepy Joe coming through.
Handing out all sorts of checks. You don't care.
Man. Yeah, so
Sleepy Joe's got like that. He's got that dollar bill gun, like in the rap videos. He's just shooting out checks, just left and right. Yeah, I got mixed emotions about it. I think it's, obviously, I think it's good. They really started
money back thing.
Yeah, they started doing. There was a program that they started after the '08 crash, and that's. They started doing like rent to own, and they started doing this $7,500 first time home buyer down payment assistance, and it was basically to like stimulate the market again because the market was just shit for 4 or 5 years, short sales, foreclosures,
people
everything.
Weren't doing anything.
So they were starting to, they were trying what they could, and so they were giving out $7,500 to first time home buyers to try to stimulate the market to get people out there buying again, and this market is the exact opposite of that. There's not enough houses out there. I mean, the inventory is at a historical low. It's like at a historic 10-year low. It's nuts. So for him to incentivize more buyers to come to an already stressed market, I don't think is the best thing for the market, but I mean, it's not gonna crash it or anything, but it's just gonna stress it even more than it already is. Like, there's certain places in like California that they would have to not sell a house for an entire year just to be at like where they were a year prior. Like, not one house would.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, and obviously that's not gonna happen. So it's just like there's places that are 2 to 3 years away from being, a regular market again. So it's just nuts. So.
That's interesting, man. That's kind of how it is here. I'm talking to a lot of people, and we're having the conversation where I'm like, I'm looking at this, 2 to 4 units or whatever, and they're like, that's the only thing that's really available. Like they're building so much new shit out here, and it's just like,
before construction's crazy expensive now too.
Yeah, and they're just like, dude, even the new shit that they're building, wherever you go in Vegas, is like it's already booked. Like, you basically have to get on like that waiting list to where if people don't. Not the waiting list, but if something backs out, then it's just like, okay, well, you're number 5, and hopefully, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting, man. Like how.
Well, that's what's happening is just like the regular market's so crazy, so a lot of people are jumping to, because right now, I mean, most single family houses across the country too. Like, it's not just in random places. I mean, it's almost everywhere in the country. You're looking at a house that hits the market and is getting 10 to 15 offers and is getting 90 showing requests on day one. And so people are losing out over and over and over again, placing 10 offers on 10 different houses and losing out. So they're getting frustrated. So then they're going the new construction route because they're like, fuck waiting in line and fuck losing out for the next 30 houses. I'll just go build my own house and there will be no line. And these builders aren't dumb, and these builders know what's going on. So these builders are jacking up their prices. Plus, the cost of construction has gone up too. So like, you can't get 2x4s anywhere, and you can't get like So I know a couple people that are doing new construction, and from the time that they were going to do it like 3 months ago to now, the price has gone up like $45,000 on the base price of their house. These builders are just jacking up the prices. So. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So the multifamily market is, like you said, it is one of like, it's still crazy because most people don't have that mindset. I think, again, it goes back to a lack of information, I guess, where most people think that like FHA, you can only get a single family house. I got to go buy a house and I have to live there and, that's it. And they're not aware of these different loan products or what you can do with these loan products. And so the multifamily market's been a little bit of it's definitely been competitive for me, but it's been a little safe haven as well, because you kind of see the more savvy people when you're bidding, as opposed to just the regular people. So it's been a little less crowded.